Psalm 11, God is my refuge in times of fear. Psalm 11 is a brief but deeply reassuring psalm that speaks to enduring trust in God when fear rises and moral stability seems to collapse. It presents a contrast between human alarm and divine certainty, guiding the reader from panic toward confidence in God's unchanging rule and character. The psalm opens with a declaration of trust. In the Lord I put my trust. How can you say to my soul, flee as a bird to your mountain? Here, David rejects the counsel of fear-driven voices urging escape from danger. The suggestion is not merely practical advice but a worldview shaped by anxiety, one that assumes safety can only be found in retreat. In contrast, David's response is grounded in a deeper conviction. Security is ultimately not found in flight or self-preservation, but in reliance on God. Even when threats are real, trust in God reorders how those threats are understood. This tension intensifies in the question, if the foundations are destroyed, what can the righteous do? It paints a picture of social and moral breakdown, where justice, order, and truth appear to be eroding. The verse acknowledges a troubling reality. When institutions and shared moral frameworks weaken, people feel exposed and powerless. Yet the psalm does not end in despair. Instead, it sets the stage for a shift in perspective, from earthly instability to divine stability. The focus then turns decisively upward. The Lord is in his holy temple, the Lord's throne is in heaven. This statement reframes everything. While human systems appear shaken, God's rule is not threatened or diminished. He is portrayed as fully aware, fully present, and fully sovereign. The imagery of his gaze examining humanity conveys both intimacy and accountability. Nothing escapes his notice, and his governance is neither passive nor indifferent. Instead, it is active, discerning, and purposeful. The psalm then addresses divine response to evil. It affirms that God is not detached from moral reality but deeply opposed to wickedness and violence. The vivid language of judgment underscores that injustice is not ignored indefinitely. While modern readers may find the imagery intense, its theological point is clear: evil has consequences, and moral disorder will ultimately be addressed. Justice is not arbitrary but rooted in God's consistent character. Finally, the psalm concludes with assurance: the Lord is righteous, he loves righteousness, his countenance beholds the upright. This closing verse brings the focus back to relationship and hope. God's character defines righteousness itself, and those who live uprightly are not forgotten or unseen. Instead, they are under his attentive care. The emphasis is not on human perfection but on alignment with God through faithful trust and obedience. The outcome is confidence that goodness is not meaningless, and faithfulness is not overlooked. Taken as a whole, Psalm 11 offers a unified message. Fear may suggest retreat, circumstances may appear unstable, and injustice may seem to prevail, but ultimate reality is defined by God's rule. He is not displaced by chaos, he does not ignore wrongdoing, and he does not abandon those who trust him. The psalm therefore calls the reader away from fear-based reactions and toward steady confidence in God's enduring justice and presence.
Psalm 11. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. In the Lord I put my trust. How can you say to my soul, flee as a bird to your mountain? For look, the wicked bend their bow, they make ready their arrow on the string, that they may shoot secretly at the upright in heart. If the foundations are destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord is in his holy temple, the Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids test the sons of men. The Lord tests the righteous, but the wicked and the one who loves violence his soul hates. Upon the wicked he will rain coals, fire and brimstone, and a burning wind shall be the portion of their cup. For the Lord is righteous, he loves righteousness, his countenance beholds the upright.